got a very, very detailed, in-depth understanding of how angel investors work. And YourNest Angel Fund is a venture capital fund wherein we have around 55 individual investors who have invested with us and given us the responsibility to identify the ventures that are going to do and change the world in the coming years. From your point of view, what are the options you have, and why should you choose us? Why should you go to an angel network? Why should you go to an incubator or an accelerator? What is so different from, and what stage you have to go to each one of them? Best source of funding is always a customer. If a customer can give you advance payment and you can run the business, nothing like it. Post that comes families and friends. Then comes incubators and accelerators, and maybe these days there are some places like shared workspaces or so where your cost can be reduced of operating. Incubators where you can make your prototype and get into actionable stuff. The beautiful example of Indian Angel Network Incubator is a masala dosa or a dosa printer. You know, you can print a dosa in an office now. That was incubated at Indian Angel Network. So there the prototype is developed and got into something which is saleable tomorrow. There is Amity Incubation Center here in Noida. There is Sriram 1. There is the Incubate in India, here in Delhi. Then after incubation, the product is ready. How to sell it? Our technology product is ready. Otherwise, the product is ready. How to develop an organization around it? How to do brand building? How to do fundraise? What exactly do we look for? All those ideas and mentoring facilities are available from accelerators. What do these accelerators do? There are global super angels. That's one accelerator. The one Microsoft Venture Accelerator, which is another one which has done a wonderful origination for us. Venture Nursery is one accelerator. But there are a number of accelerators. They bring mentors like us for hand-holding and guiding you in a period of 3 to 4 months and transitioning your product, the product which is ready to sell, into a business proposition. The idea, the product is now getting translated into a business. Other than these two, third set of workspaces have started coming by, where there 100 startups are sitting under one roof. All of them are sharing the resources. You get, from your colleagues, get to learn more about how to go about building your business. There is 91 Springboard, there is InvestoPad now coming by, and there are others who are coming by around this particular stuff. These are initial stages of a business, but once you have a valid customer says that I'm ready to pay for your services, and you believe you will be able to give a huge amount of alimony money after 5 years, 6 years. That means the potential of your business, after taking money from some external investor like us, there is a possibility that you can sell to us, or they can demonstrate to us that 1 crore of rupees invested by us can become 20 or can become 100 crores sometimes later. If that is the possibility in your business, that idea is such a revolutionary idea, that's the time you need a venture capitalist to come and support you. Because your idea is highly risky, because it's innovative, because it's differentiated, no bank will support you, nobody else will be able to support you in that stage. You don't need only the money. As Padmana said, it's a smart money. It's a very, very clean set of money that is coming to you, because this money is coming with experienced people who are going to now handhold to build the business, to scale it up, to hire people. Credibility. The first credibility when people invest is that you are able to attract talent in the business. Many times college students and others come and ask us, "Sir, when do I start my business?" We tell them, the day you have talented people who say yes to work with you, that's the time you should start. Team and talent is the most important parameter for you to be able to judge whether you will be able to sail through the ups and downs of a business. If you have that and you have some customers talking about you, we start looking at you. Let me give you a few examples. There's a company that I met in June 2010. They said they will offer services on a missed call given by a customer. Missed call can be understood only by us. And this company had 3 people, 2 working founders. One lady studied in overseas, but working in India for some time. Our CTO was there, and they had a mentor who can take them to network, to open the networks for them. Very noble idea. This particular idea was not tested in India, was tested in a country like Trinidad and Tobago, which had a population of only 1 million people. But being with the background of Airtel and seeing the mobile business and how the mobile story, this thing, we could understand that this is the business which can change the way the emerging markets work. And hence, Mumbai Angels and us led and invested in that particular company. In February 2014, list of global most innovative companies came by, 50 most innovative companies came by, and this company was rated 8th in that list of global innovative companies, with Google being number 1, Apple being in number 13, 14 or so, Airbnb and other companies being there, Philips, etc. there, all global companies were there. The reason I'm telling you is that team was there, innovative idea was there, and hence they got their initial round of funding. Another gentleman, he, when you pick up a phone and speak to him, his dialect means Bihari Babu hai, अंग्रेजी डिस्पाइट आईआईटी का पास आउट है, लेकिन अंग्रेजी फिर भी वैसी है जैसे कि होनी चाहिए हमारे बिहारी बाबू की. एंड लेकिन उनकी एक मेल आई हमारे पास, उस मेल के अंदर लिंक्डइन के ऊपर मेल आई, एंड दिस पर्सन सेज इन द लास्ट 2 years आई हैव वर्कड विद मुंबई ट्रांसपोर्ट अथॉरिटी एंड प्रोक्योर अ लाइसेंस to convert black and yellow cabs into convenience cab, into radio cabs, and he plans to compete with Meru. And to compete with Meru, he has got the right to advertise around those black and yellow cabs so that he can subsidize the operation. The authority has allowed him to take 10, 15, 20% revenue share from the driver, because his efficiency and productivity of a driver is going to go up. For selling the space on the cars, he has hired an agency who is going to do the sales for that. Technology, for the purpose of locating where the taxi is there and it is the taxi is free or not, that technology he signed up with a Netherlands party, not by buying the equipment, by paying him in an OPEX. Means a GPS equipment used to cost at that time around 5,000 rupees or so, but he says he doesn't have to pay 5,000 rupees upfront. He has to pay 200 rupees every month to the technology supplier. So it made sense. Wow, he doesn't have an upfront cost. Now this is how ingeniously this particular person had carved out a business model. I said, what will you do? Will you be running a call center? No sir, if that need be, I'll outsource the call center. I'll focus only on driver relationship and drivers will take care of my customers. Now this is the beauty of a business model. A business model wherein he has de-risked everybody. No license, no taxi ownership. Only customer service was the motto of that particular person. Launch in Mumbai, now they're in Calcutta, they'll be in Delhi in a month or time so, they'll be in Bangalore and Hyderabad in a couple of months or so. But amenable, adaptable and ready to execute well. I can keep giving examples after examples, but let me tell you, there are other examples where we don't give money. You know, some examples where Padmaja said that, person is not sure, 1 crore, 3 crore, he's not sure about how the businesses will go up. There are businesses, we were so enthused with one business, we said this is going to be $1 billion business. We said fine, we gave a term sheet to them, but we said the day you give us a demo of the product which is good enough for a customer to come and sign up with you, we will invest in you. They asked for 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, we'll come and give a demo to you. 4 weeks they came. The demo was same as they showed us while signing the term sheet. He said, how much time you need? 4 weeks more. I said, fine. Again the same step. We said, how much time do you need? 4 weeks more. I said, fine, okay, because it's a wonderful idea, it's a unique idea. We will give you time to come back to us, and if you are able to prove that's a wonderful idea and you can execute it, we're going to be stand by you. Incidentally, after the 3rd meeting, we have to decline that we won't invest. And then, of the 3 founders, one founder came to meet us in the same evening when we said no. He said, sir, the CEO founder of ours, actually as against working on developing the product, he was doing consulting assignments to run his family. So he had no time to work on and develop the product. Execution is very, very key. Another guy came to us. while the DD was going on, due diligence was going on, his business went down from, let's say, 70 orders a day to 20 orders a day. I said, what happened? Sir, वो 3 महीने के लिए आपके यहाँ पे हमारा negotiation चल रहा था और DD चल रहा था and all that kind of stuff, and hence we were busy there. My business went down, and this was not a 5 people organization. This was 60 people organization. It was a startup with 60 people, and still the business went down. What we had to do? We had to say, sorry, we have seen your execution capability, you are strategically very good, you know how to sell, you have built a good product, but you are not able to demonstrate your execution capability consistently. Raising money is becoming tougher and tougher, particularly in the space that I operate in, which is in the area of internet and mobile. Why it is becoming tougher? Because it is easy to start the business on internet and mobile these days. Whether it is app, whether it's any internet, consumer internet services, or anything to do with e-commerce or something like this, is much easier to start. If something is easier to start, it is tough to get funding raised for it. Think of a business where you are really adding some differentiated value, and you can consistently demonstrate that differentiator being sustained by you. In this particular time, if Padma is talking about 5,000 applications reaching her every year, and they funding still 20 or so plus every year, you can see how tough it must be to raise funds. We read in the newspapers that entrepreneurship is good, but when you walk in to raise money from us, it's very tough. Last quarter, we as a small fund, we received 460 applications, and we would end up funding one, and we'll be watching out of them around 8 companies. Now you can imagine as to how tough the journey is to raise funds, but consistency pays. Thank you.